What's good, everybody? This is the Game Hunter channel with another episode of Clash Royale, and in this episode I'm gonna show you how to improve your deck, because there is a thin line between a good player and a great player. The great player always trying to learn of their own mistakes, okay? Trying to go back, check replays, see what is doing right, what is doing wrong, and how to change the deck, okay? So in this episode, I'm going to show you, this is the troll deck that I showed you a couple of episodes ago, and it's been working quite okay for me, but I come across some problems. So let's go back, let's review one of the defeat that I had, and probably you guys are going to right away guess what was the problem. You guys are ready? Let's go to the arena. Let's go to the arena. And I'm gonna speed up things just a little bit because I just want to show you real quick this replay so you guys probably can identify which ones are the problems with my deck. Right? Well, first of all, it was a really bad attack. Well, it wasn't a bad attack. The problem that the Wizard and the Bombard were too powerful for my group of Barbarians and Britney Spears. Sometimes you have some days that you're completely off, that you make mistakes that probably you don't do all the time. But it's also important to figure it out and stop for a second and see what are you doing right or wrong with your deck. For example, right now, flaws. I'm having some issues with big groups of units. I'm talking about groups of barbarians, groups of minions, probably skeleton army. Those are the killers of this deck because the Ice Wizard is the only one with splash damage. But the damage that it does is not that great against a minion horde, so that could be a trouble, right? Also, I can slow down barbarians, but also I don't do enough damage to those guys together. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm paying the price. Look at these minions, completely destroying my barbarians. Britney Spears are incapable to take care of every single minion on the screen. The Inferno Tower is really useful on defense, but against massive groups of units like barbarians, like minion horde, and also the skeleton army, I'm in big trouble. So the idea is that to stop for a second, review a couple of replays, and trying to figure out what can you do, what can you replace, to make your deck a lot more competitive, right? So let's go and analyze this real quick. Alright, let's go back to the battle room and analyze what are we doing right, what are we doing wrong with the deck. Number one, we're having trouble with barbarians, we're having trouble with minion horde, we also have trouble with the skeleton army. What can we do? If we analyze the deck that we have, the Ice Wizard is the only one with splash damage, and it's not the best, okay? Probably we can replace the Ice Wizard with the Bombard, right? Or, I have a better idea. We already have the Elixir Collector, so we have a decent production of a decent economy, basically, right? So it's not that crazy if we decide to change the Ice Wizard with the regular Wizard. Yeah, the average Elixir cost went up in only 0.3 points, but the advantage of having the Wizard on my team is that I'm gonna be able to counter army of skeletons. I can use this guy defending myself against minion horde, and also I can do damage against a big group of barbarians. This is super important because I don't have any other spells, right? The only spell that I'm using, it's not really a spell, but I have the Mirror, right? I don't have Fireball, I don't have the Rocket, I don't have arrows or anything like that. So I need to have something to counter big massive groups of units, alright? And the Wizard is probably the best crowd control unit in the game. So now let's go back to the arena and let's try this deck now with the Wizard. Okay, let's try our Troll deck 2.0 with the Wizard on the lineups. We have the Inferno Tower, Wizard, Britney Spears, and Miro. Usually the Wizard is a card that I don't use that much because of the cost, but in this case I have the Elixir Collector and also have Miro, so it's not that crazy. I think it's not a crazy idea if we start using this card. I'm pretty sure it's gonna help me big time in the crowd control situation against minions and also barbarians. So let's get into action. Musketeer stopped by the Inferno Tower and also Britney Spears. Those Britney Spears are probably gonna get countered by that Valkyrie. That's okay. And here comes the first problem. Valkyrie, barbarians and minions. Here comes the wizard. Look at the wizard with the splash damage. It's so useful, completely destroying those minions and destroying those barbarians. And things change completely now. I'm pretty sure you guys already see an improvement in this deck. We have a big change. We can counter some of the most popular cards in the game, like barbarians and also minions. Okay, and we have a decent economy that is gonna allow me to play around with the wizard and some other cards. Okay, here comes a giant. He also, a musketeer. Inferno Tower is gonna distract the giant, and in the meantime, let's see if we can get enough elixir to destroy the musketeer with my barbarians. That shouldn't be a problem, and it's time for me to start charging Valkyrie again. Trouble, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. That's okay. I think I can survive with the Britney Spears and also with the wizard against another player with Valkyrie. But we're doing a decent job in this battle, right? The tower in the top left corner is receiving tons of damage, and let's see if we can create our combo with goblins and Hawk Rider. Oof, barbarians right there. Another trouble, but look who's here. Look at the wizard. How cool it is. This episode I probably should call this episode like the regular wizard spotlight card, but again, my idea is to try to show you, give you tips about the game. And you guys saw me playing with the previous deck, and I decided, you know what, probably it's a good idea to make an episode showing my followers and fans and how to improve their deck with only one card. Right now, the wizard, one more time on defense, taking care of all those barbarians, no pro level. We are going to attack with a Hawk Rider, with a little goblin and the wizard. The wizard is going to be able to destroy that tower without any issue, and the giant is getting countered by my towers and the group of Britney Spears. Little wizard is still pushing a little bit, not too bad. It does some decent damage against tower, not that great against arena towers and king towers, but that is not the problem, because that's why I have barbarians and Hawk Riders. Right now we can use double Inferno to protect ourselves and go for the victory. And actually, victory is our with this improved version of the Troll Deck 2.0. The idea of this episode was to show you how to make changes in your deck, how can you improve your deck and the skill level of you as a player, right, by making some little tweaks on your deck. Fellas, this is the Game Hunter. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Clash Royale. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.